Alright friends, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Stobbie's happy Hamlet. We're all doomed, and I must say we've actually turned things around in the last few missions. Long gone are the days. Look at all these deaths. Man, we had some rough weeks. But we're on a bit of a tear, killing bosses. I'm hoping now that this will be no different. Medicinal herbs, we want plenty. Bones we will use actually towards the end. At least one for fighting the boss. Standard, 20 food. Medicinal herbs. Anti-venom, is there a fair amount of poison? There can actually be in the Warrens. I think that'll do. I'm still not sure about the holy water and the laudanum. Might have to get rid of that. Okay. Scouting chance isn't great, but I've set the guys up for doing damage.
Prodigious amount of offal, nor could I rid myself of it easily, possessed as it was by unnameable things from outer spheres. When excavations beneath the manor broke through into an ancient network of aqueducts and tunnels, I knew I had found a solution to the problem of disposal.
Ew.
The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew,
baby.
and bone.
So I think we can safely assume that it is there. So we'll go secret door, head away back through here, all the way down. It is such a great bit of fortune, the fact that we've hit 2 secret doors, 2 missions. Oh, 10 grand for us right away. What is that? Books. Leave the books. Quickly think, is this a setup we want? I think it is. Want Hound's Rush, Hound's Harry, Target Whistle, Guard Dog. Let's see. In order of what he's going to be doing, he's going to be reclaiming, flagellating, and big healing. That's right. Right. Stabbing, marking, healing. I think I want Sky Spaghetti here instead. Yeah, he's not going to be stabbing from that position.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. The way is lit.
Yeah, so that last torch actually wasn't worth it.
We require only the strength to follow it.
Good luck, men. Okay, so some regular level 2 piggies. Swine Reaver, Cultist Gladiator, Beast Human Beast. He hates beasts, I want to be hitting beasts. The damage doesn't apply to the bleed. What does it? It applied 4 damage of bleed. I think that's higher than... Okay, no, that is right. 12 to 23, so there's a half... Not a huge chance I can kill him with one shot. Hound's Harry, 2 to 3 damage plus some bleed. Oof, good damage. Yes.
A weapon that cuts on its own.
Nice dodge. Lower his protection.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Did he resist? Nope. Just offset that bleed. Ooh, so it can actually crit. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen before.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Oh, Ancestors Vintage. Just randomly acquired. That's incredible. Well, we're gonna have to come back here. I think we can camp here. I mean, we're almost certain that the fight's gonna be there. There'll be one battle there. I don't think there'll be another 4 battles before we hit that. Let's camp it up. Open some inventory space.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Right, so prevents nighttime ambush. Anything that increases damage, we'll do that. We've got 6 left. Therapy dog. Scouting chance doesn't make any difference now. Oh yeah, accuracy and crit, yes please. Oh, that's a good one. Suffer some hit point damage and remove stress on everybody else. Oh, unlocked. Let's have a little think about what we are going to be taking back with us. Let's order from most valuable to least valuable. Considering we're here in the Warrens, we should be finding a bunch of portraits. Oh, whoopsie. Trap. Dodged though, thankfully. This is bandages.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I was just going to say, do we even have any damage buffs? We do, though, on this lad. And we were going to need the D-stealth.
A decisive pummeling.
Yeah!
Strike.
How do I kill this nerd? I don't. Reduce his damage. He's the big damage dealer.
A death by inches.
The minus dodge kind of sucks.
Such a terrible assault.
But then again, him getting low on health doesn't matter. It's just going to buff his healing abilities.
Exposed to a killing blow. Continue the onslaught. Destroy
Got him.
them all. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, what are we going to drop? It almost always feels like it's the laudanum that's the first to go. Antivenom we can drop. I don't need either of this stuff though. Come back past you on the way back. Yes! Well done, Vernold. Okay, it looks like I need to switch my Bilnywitz with the Houndsmaster and then give him the stab.
Be gone, fiend. Executed with impunity.
Where's he getting the protection from? What quirk? That's interesting. Wow, hard skin, that is awesome. That has to go now, I think. Ooh, remove negative quirk. Wield phobe is pretty bad. Wield phobe sucks. I think Chandos is high level, he's more important. Shocker, okay. Not one of the worst ones. Do I need that? Whoever has high bleed resist. I dropped that Nordnum a while ago. And I did say I was gonna switch Bilnywitz. No, he can hit positions 3 and 4 now with the Abyssal Artillery in this fight.
Squirming, contorting, and ever expanding. This horror must be unmade.
I did nothing. The stuns from these things are annoying though. Bleed 60% resistance, so I can do hero damage -1, but it's 4 damage per bleed. Hit them in front. Oh, that's right. Hitting them when it's in the bone form is not worth it. And that's going to apply loads of bleed. Oh, the one resisted. That's unlucky. I'm pretty sure its composition is entirely random. Big dodge. Nice mobility. I might as well heal, because I'm only going to do 2 to 3 damage times 2. Or I could do what? Minus its damage, bypass stealth. Good. Now these things apply a lot of bleed, but at least it's not going to be healing itself this turn. 60% protection, that sucks. Just keep stacking those bleeds.
The blood quickens.
I think I want to apply Rain of Sorrows Speed resist 30%. 10, 12, 6, 11. A lot of bleed. Yes, buff my healing. Dodge. You don't see that often from a leper. How gross is this thing? Ugh. Oh! Don't you dare die, mobility words! Man, he'd better survive.
Powerful blow.
Hope the flagellant goes first. Okay, good. Oh! Okay, it has 3 points left. It'll bleed to death. No!
Its destruction is a small consolation, given the implications of its terrible existence. Success so clearly
Nasty.
new. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Let's drop the shovels and then just avoid the blockages. Getting a bit rough now.
The ground quakes. A devastating blow.
Job, Fledgy. Oh, it's going to be close. 6 more points of damage there. We are getting stressed, but I do believe we have the Ancestors items. 4 damage, 2, so Hound's Harry should do it.
Precision and power.
No!
The will to fight falters.
Okay, got to do some big healing here. Please be below 40% health. Excellent. -1 healing skills. Get rid of that. Ah, damn. Still excellent though.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Precious antidote. What shall we drop? The torches.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Once we can upgrade the sanitarium fully, we can actually start hitting those piles of books and whatnot. Because then we have the chance of getting the positive aspects with the ability to fairly cheaply remove the negative aspects. But next up on the upgrade list is the stagecoach. Then maybe we fully upgrade the Abbey for stress relief. But then again, do we really need 3 forms of stress relief? We already have 1 form of stress relief fully maxed out. I think we'll do the stagecoach next and then the sanitarium.
Impressive.
Six hit points. This does 1 to 2 and gives 2 points. Not enough. Good. That's the cutthroats that I find normally do the most damage.
Unforgiving.
4, he's done. Dodged. Dodged. Yes, team.
Well struck.
Praise the steadfast hound indeed. Howie. Some heals. That's better.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
I do love the Houndsmaster, but I wish the dog was a pit bull.
Victory.
This Irish wolfhound type of model is fine, but there's no more badass looking dog than a pit bull.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Maggots! Oh, that's right, they resist bleed quite well.
Another one falls.
It's a hell of a combination, the leper plus the Houndsmaster
Creatures can be felled. They can
and
be beaten.
the occultist. Actually, all four of these guys have skills that can hit 2 enemies at once. So there's a lot of, you know, damage overlap happening. It's excellent. Okay, last couple fights. We can keep going. Big men, prized. Get them, boys. A crit there would have been so nice. No! Big dodge, 29 dodge.
Grievous injury.
That's a nasty one.
Palpable fear.
Vomit!
Masterfully executed.
Multiple Houndsmasters would do so well here in the Warrens. Do I need to Sky Spaghetti? Unlucky that he bled. Nice. Nine damage, 8 hit points.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
What else can we grab here? Nothing really. I'll give up the skeleton key. Can't use it here. This is where we unload all our food, clearly. That's disappointing.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Good. Good run. We got the Ancestors Vintage, which I don't think I'll ever use, but it's nice to have it. 3 puzzling trapezohedrons, a sapphire. Not the amount of portraits I would have liked. Crest's not great, but money pretty damn good. It's like 20,000 in money. And the bosses just keep falling. 23,000 in gold. And the level 5s keep coming. It is absolutely time we upgrade that sanitarium.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
What does it use? Busts, which is unfortunately what the stagecoach uses as well.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
And we've hit 100,000 for the first time. Let's celebrate by spending some money. Damage at death's door, crit at death's door, death blow resist. Healing skills for the Vestal. Awesome. The Martyr's Seal is an interesting one. Particularly good for the Flagellant, who has higher base death blow resist. Dazzling Mirror, speed versus Bloodsuckers, stun skill versus Bloodsuckers. Is that worth having? If we take it into the Crimson Court, who would I give that to? Probably the healer in my squad, or I think it's worth buying. So almost as expected, I celebrate getting up to 100,000 by having a big blowout on of my money. I should keep an eye out for trinkets that increase scouting better than that basic scouting book that we have. Right, who's next? Fulminating Prophet, maybe, but then again, the Mantra of Fasting is not a great item. Max HP and speed if wasting. Again, wasting is pretty terrible. I mean, you could die. Could do a quick little apprentice run. Damage versus Eldritch, that's pretty tempting. Stress and accuracy in light. Eldritch. Bloodthirsty ring being received. Well, first and foremost, Mobility Words has earned a bit of stress removal. Marden should get his disease removed. Unless we Marshmain. Unless we take Marshmain out. I think we probably should. We're doing a quick apprentice run. Let's see, 28 minutes into this episode. Let's do a quick apprentice run. All Saints Day. Both of them give All Saints Day. Stun skill chance, stun resist. Beads. Busts. I already want rests, but I'll take the deeds. Okay. Apprentice, we want level 2s. Marshmain is good. He wants to remove his own disease. And then who of these people? Here we go. These are all amazing in the ruins. I was told that the Vestals are amazing up front in the ruins, which I see why, because the Mace Bash, extra damage versus Unholy. Can I get a second off healer in the back, maybe? Frosty could, but his real damage skills are bleed skills, and that's no good against the undead. Abomination, I suppose we could pick. Let's see, who does anybody have ruins? Ruin Scrounger. Okay, so Flash Heart then. How do I play Flash Heart at the back? Do I just sit at the back and play music? This is Dirk Stab is forward 1, which actually would be fine. I think my 2 damage skills here should be Dirk Stab and Finale. If not, I can stay at the back and play Battle Ballad. Spike. Then for the Jester, we've got +7 crit. What else do I give him? What else improves crit? I could do let's do a dark run. Creative torch below. Let's see. Anything particular that is good for the Plague Doctor? Really? Healing skills, stress skills, that's very meh. Ooh, we'll certainly take atonement beads. That'll work. Or do I not want damage and crit? Yeah, that damage and crit is doing basically the same thing that the dark items are doing. Crit and dodge if dark. Damage and accuracy if dark. Damage and accuracy. Again, legendary braces are just so good. Oh, scouting, yes. Here we go. Seer Stone. Okay, so we've got the lads we need. Quick check of camping skills. That every rose is amazing. Mockery, not so good though. All companions, minus stress. Pretty good. The Zealous Speech, but it's super expensive. 5. Zealous Vigil is pretty damn good too. Self only, remove disease. I've got that already. Okay, Gale, all your skills. Hand of Light, is that the stun? It is. Oh, that's damage versus unholy. Self, plus damage, plus accuracy. I've never used the Vestal up front like that. Would be interesting. Now we did say, yes, stab, finale, play music. This could be interesting. I could actually find a new preference for Vestals up front. I think Holy Water, 3 of them. Anti-Venom, only 2. Medicinal Herbs, only 2. Shovels. These 4, there's plenty of need for weapons. Bandages, we don't need bandages at all, I don't think. None of the curios interact, and we have got Battlefield Medicine. Laudanum, no need. Torches, no need. Shovels, blood, no need. This is a medium. Go full food. Sure. And we are collecting items, I believe.
There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
What am I going to be using? I'm going to be using Mace Bash, Hand of Light, Divine Comfort, and probably Dazzling Light for the stun. Maybe Illumination for the minus dodge. Smash, 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 and Holy Lance in case he gets moved out of position. I think definitely both forms of poison. That's excellent, guys. Double stun at the back is super tempting, and emboldening vapors or Your blood bleed. Good. Let's go. Wait a second, everyone's supposed to be wearing red. That looks better.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I'll snuff the light out. Well, actually, the light will go dark itself. It's fun.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Like men. Ugh! Fighters. So glad I gave Holy Lance. Do I want to move myself forward? I don't think I do, actually. I think I want to... Speed, accuracy, crit. Oh, on everybody. Excellent. It does still work that way. I thought they changed it to a single target. Come on, Gal, resist. Damn it. Yeah! Nice one. And it buffs healing skills. That's cool. Oh!
Back to the pit.
Nice one, Flash Heart. These things don't really get poisoned, do they? It's instead... Tiny heal. Okay, at least it didn't crit.
Another one falls.
Well, Gale has done exactly nothing in this fight.
A momentary abatement. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
That was shit. Yeah, they can use Dirk Stab forward, forward, forward before using Finale. Scouting? No scouting. Holy water.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
We have an off number of food, so someone didn't eat the full amount. Or someone has a quirk that's affecting how much they eat. Have to go back for that. Yeses. This is the plus damage one. Damage until camp. Damn. So I shouldn't have actually used that. Now I'm going to lose that if I camp. I'll hang on to the firewood. I can always... we'll see how it goes. If we have a few battles where the stress gets too much, I might have to camp just to get rid of that stress. I don't believe we brought the Virtue Chance trinkets. We did not. No! Dumbass. So, once the sanitarium starts getting fully leveled up, I think we're going to need to go to our highest level people and start removing negative quirks and locking in positive quirks. And then when it comes to the quirks, so speed, accuracy, crit, we can either lock in the quirks that accentuate the innate bonuses of each class, or we can lock in the quirks that shore up their weaknesses. I'm thinking like for someone like a occultist who gets damage versus Eldritch, if he has plus Eldritch positive quirk, you could make the argument that maybe you don't want to give him that because he already has plus Eldritch. Maybe you lock in a quirk that gives him plus damage and stress resist against humans, for example. But I like the all-in max, min-max type of style.
Another abomination
Finally.
from our lands.
Good job, Gal. .13 speed.
As
That.
the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
F5. It's a try I don't see myself hanging on to. First to go.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Okay, so here's the first relic we need. Actually, let's see. Citron can certainly go. And that's the space for the other relics that we can. Still doing fine for shovels. Encouraging. No! Battle Ballad? No, start stabbing. Yes! Flash Heart! Woof! Flash Heart!
A brilliant confluence.
That was a
of
big,
skill and
important crit for us. A lot of stress.
Their formation
Yeah.
is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Hand of Light, damage versus Unholy. This does 2 to 4. This does 5 to 10. This was dodge. I must say I'm impressed with the damage the Vestal is doing. I do need her to focus on healing now.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Look at the crit buff! What? Good lord. That's awesome. Okay, until everyone's healed up, let's switch things up a little bit. I think we leave that Jester in position 1 then.
Forgiving.
That's also great. Accuracy for melee skills, bleed chance, the bloody herb I certainly want to take back. Okay, I think it's time to camp.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Self only minus stress prevents nighttime. Mortality debuff. That's actually better. Gives us the extra stress removed. Don't have anything here. Accuracy and dodge. I want to give the accuracy to the Jester, because the Jester is doing huge damage. Who else has plus damage? Oh, that's right. I need to remove disease from myself. And then we just double encourage, I think. Ooh, Tiger's Eye. I don't have any one cost items or abilities. I think we double encourage.
The light, the promise of safety.
Just for now, we'll keep this set up. The Crusader will Holy Lance forward, and then Healer needs to focus on thing for it. Okay.
Faces of the damned, piled high and cloaked in malice.
No dodge, no protection. I think we just focus on bursting down the collector. Or I kill one of the collected highwaymen first. So I think if I leave only one alive, then he won't summon more enemies, I don't think. The fact that we were surprised there was horrible. These highwaymen are so dangerous.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
No! Oh god, that's a lot of damage. Stress, not too bad. Lower dodge, bypass stealth. Okay, he does always summon more people, that's annoying. Damn it. Okay, so just gotta keep hitting the poison on this collector and hopefully he'll just get poisoned to death eventually. Blight, 20% resistance, so... Ranged bypass. The Mace Bash could be good against... Oh, these are Eldritch, not Unholy. Actually, I should snuff the torch out.
The darkness holds much worse.
That's why we weren't doing that much damage.
than boogeymen.
Dark is our ally, my friend. We are kitted out for the dark. There we go, 36% crit on the Jester. Plus the 7% from his stab. That's 42% crit chance. I'd love to see how high you could get the crit chance on something like a Hellion. Southfield, totally fine. So, how high is the Jester's dodge value right now? Oh, really?
For the slightest lapse in concentration.
So at least he dies of poison on the next turn. Yeah, let's keep healing up the little jester. For now, I don't think it matters too much. It's gonna take a while to heal up this jester.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Fine, poison goes through that.
As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast.
Nice, trapezohedron. Okay, so we're gonna make some choices here. These spaces here need to remain open for the quest items. We definitely want the bloody herb. I definitely want the crests. All of a sudden we're down to only 4 food. Touch scary. Okay, just one more of these things and we can get out of here. I'm gonna give up next, probably the medicinal herbs. That's only a battle. I don't know if there's going to be a relic in there or not. Oh, I gave my holy water away. Okay, well, still 20% damage. I think I'm going to have to do this battle because there might be a relic behind there. And if I leave it and go all the way back with only 4 food and have to retrace my steps, we're going to starve to death. Don't be surprised. Please don't be surprised. Good. No. Come on. The 13 dodge.
Impressive.
Yeah, just don't dodge the Holy Lance. 40 dodge. That's really good.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
We can actually have good reason to be worried about the stress numbers here. 5 damage, we need 3 more. That'll do.
A death by inches.
Nice.
As victories
Oh,
mount,
extra food.
so too will resistance.
Has the health stabilized enough that we can move the Vestal back into a punching kind of role? I think we has. And I think I'm, yeah, better off casting Inspiring Tune. Now that means go back to ice bashing. Dazzling Light's actually quite useful. Combination Hand of Light. No, not Illumination. Hand of Light instead. Divine Grace, I need to be position 3 or 4.
And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
This has been quite profitable, I think. These dark items have proven to be excellent. It's interesting, most of the dark items seem to buff damage, whereas the light items seem to buff like dodge and protection. Oh! If you're gonna do dark runs, you really do need something that's gonna lower that chance of getting surprised, because we're getting surprised a lot. Ow. Come on, who's done more damage than that? This could be pretty cool if you put these two in position 2 and 3, and they can alternate Dirk Stab and Holy Lance, and that way you can use Holy Lance almost every turn.
Eradicated. A devastating blow.
Excuse me. He's done. Let's start lowering some stress here. Really, I can't divine comfort. Ooh, that should be enough. And
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I want to get out of here now. I was just gonna say, give me the last relic and let's get out of here.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now
There's a
it must
sack
be
though.
carried home.
Gotta have that sack. Keep pushing, keep fighting. Greed never punished us before. That's fine, as long as it's not hitting the Crusader with a stress. And let us stab. Actually, stabbing puts the Vestal in a tough spot. No, she can still heal in Dazzling Light. Nice! Flash Heart. Can I one-shot this guy? 15 damage, it's not super likely. A little bit more damage here. These don't go yet. Excellent.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Drop the shovel. Let's drop the shovels. Slightly ajar. Hidden treasures.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave
Good
and
job.
the foolhardy
Well done,
alike.
people. Some good resolve levels there.
Tokens
13,
of hope.
more than paid for
Recovered
itself.
from the encroaching dark.
And then All Saints Day, I think, gives us free treatment.
Take advantage of this faith-fueled
Excellent.
charity. It will not last.
Will not last. Oh, it's not here. It is here. 3. And ironically, we don't really need it that much. Anyways, let's plan our next one. It's Crusader. Virtue chance is nice. Minus stress is nice. Death blow resist is also very nice. Ooh, the profane scroll. I think we're going to go for that. Because, I mean, in this exact setup, if you put the Vestal in position 2, it gets damage and protection and plus healing in position 2. And really, it'll increase Divine Comfort by 3. We combine the profane scroll with atonement beads. Damage, crit, 15 damage, 30 damage, and protection. Awesome, we'll do that. Let's see if we can get a bunch of greens. Blue Vestal, Mazuma, I think we'll go on this one. Is this too easy for them? Yep. Who's good in the ruins here? Ruins Explorer, I think that's quite tempting. We need a healer. I've got Mazuma, of course, who will be using and Mace Bash. Hand of Light. Healing skills. What else? Damage and crit. Scouting. And scouting and traps. Maybe modern. He is good in the ruins. I'm gonna take a level 3. He's gonna need to be quite tough. Ramadi. Maybe someone who can heal themselves. I could just take Chandos and use... but then again, this is a lot of his damage is bleeding, which isn't that useful. I think we take Moshmain out in position 3 with the Bloody Herb for accuracy and damage to melee skills. Then where the last run was a dark run, maybe we do this one a light run. Protection and dodge. Light. I've only got the 2 sun cloaks. Do you have any sun rings? We don't have sun ring. Damage, speed, and dodge. Torch above. I do fancy the accuracy on this. What no? Oh no. Bracer. Stress could be a bit of a worry. We have decent de-stressing camping abilities. Not really. Courage. We'll have to get along with encourage. Well, instead of the scouting stuff, we take the virtue chance items. I think that's the safer option. Tentacle plus Rose Ring. We'll pass across the Marsh Main as the stress gets higher. Okay, so we know who we're sending out. Quick check of skills. Armor is fine. Don't see myself using get back at any point, really. Okay. Thanks for watching, friends. When we come back, it'll be time to head back into the ruins. And that's Plague Doctor only. For a second, I thought that was almost tempting. I do like blood charms, though. And when we come back, we are going into the ruins to get the Profane Scroll. And it'll give us Silence in the Crypts, which then, if we can fight another boss, we can do so quite well with Silence in the Crypts. I'm Stobbie for now, and this is Darkest Dungeon. Yet more bosses keep falling before us. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.